Hello and welcome to another video on Shopify Fundamentals Certification Excellent. So right now in today's video, I'm going to look at the Model 2 of Introduction to Cross-Border Selling and make a quick recap and go on this course. So after all, cross-border selling is commerce without borders. So as a merchant, Uh, there is an interesting data that you might like to know. Insider Intelligence, this subscription-based uh, marketing company, they conduct a research about the forecast in the e-commerce industry, which is something that we have here. Mhm. So in 2020 or in 2024, the e-commerce, the e-commerce, global e-commerce. Okay, so in 2024, the global e-commerce industry or the global e-commerce sales expect to growth or expect to total 2024. What am I saying? Yeah, I recently wake up. I recently wake up. Anyway, so this subscription-based marketing company called Insider Intelligence conduct a research, uh, and they create some data graph and data visualizations. So in 2024, the e-commerce or the global e-commerce sales to be total of $6.9 trillion. 1.3 goes to US and 3.4 to China. So this is very, very interesting because this is a very huge market in terms of cost or in terms of dollar based on these forecasts. And the whole point of this is to first recognize that merchants, if they don't go cross border, they're missing a huge market that they can promote and sell their products. One, and also uh, they can now show their brand to other markets. And this is part of the benefit of creating a or uh, doing cross border selling. Okay, so because as you go global, and it makes you competent and competitive, especially in those new markets. Now you can build brand awareness as well as trust, which this is what will be used by those buyers in those new markets to decide if they want to shop with you. It will increase your sales as well as your customer retention over time. That this is the way how you make sustainable business, and the flexibility that this set of steps or aiming to provide the customer a great localized experience, this gives you the flexibility to move your operations when something's go wrong. So for example, and this is come the pain points, well, things like things like uh, changing policy, currency fluctuations, or risks that this particular business must be aware, or fraud in those new markets. These kind of things makes entering to a new market slow and expensive because now you have to manage compliance, tax, duties, language, and currency. And as you get into this new market, you must build trust by localizing experience or by offering a localized experience to buyers, because buyers, at the end of the day, buyers' expectations are different in any market. So, especially if you're an e-commerce, so tailor a custom buying experience based on their language, their currency, and their preferred payment methods is a way how you can earn those customers, how you create your customer retention base, especially if you offer that. If you're not, your business will suffer. And the other is the international shippings, because it can be complex. Why? Having an affordable uh, having an affordable international shipping tax rate in rates. So having an affordable uh, international shipping rates without high volume is very, very difficult, and especially express shipping. So despite of all of this pain points and challenge, right? So manage complaint. So you're now new to a market, so you have to build trust by offering a localized experience, as well as the complexity that the international shipping uh, can be. So despite this, Shopify offer you two approach for merchants. So you have the single store approach. So you can use Shopify Markets that you can go with. So you can offer multi-language, multi-currency, okay? And then you have this multiple store, right? So the subtle difference between is that this the single store is most likely for e-commerce sellers and even established stores or merchants. But for those businesses that are well established, large, they have employees, and even several locations, they are performing at the highest uh, level of Shopify. First, they might go and up using Shopify Plus platform. And second, they can choose with this approach because now it is a more tailored uh, experience that they can offer to customers. And as a merchant, you can now can have much more full control over your online store and other features that Shopify provide you for that particular market. Another feature that they provide is your online store, your admin dashboard, your checkout, sorry, uh, uh, and the POS if you can choose to go with, as well as Shopify Money, which is the Shop Pay, the Shop app, the uh, the Shopify Capital if you want to ask for loan to Shopify, the Shopify Balance, the Shopify, which is the money management tool. All right, so you can see is your store inventory and transactions, as well as the Shopify payment methods uh, that the customer can go with. So this is all the thing that this you can do, especially if you have a market that you need to offer them a tailored or a localized experience. All right. So the first approach, the single store, mentioned that the Shopify market, after all, is a suite of cross-border selling tools, so merchants can start to sell globally from one single admin. Okay, so as a merchant, you can tailor the customer, the buying experience, and once you do this, there are several things that this suite allow you, right? Or AKA the configurations that you can go with Shopify Markets. Meaning, well, Shopify Markets, after all, they allow you to identify is your market, meaning you can choose a primary market or your domestic market, uh, or any market that is focused on receiving or where you have your primary source of income or revenue. Okay, so your primary market. The other is the other markets that you can, of course, tailor or localize in a unique buying experience, offering then the multi-currency as well as multi-language and their preferred payment methods for those international customers. And the other are places that you don't sell or markets that you don't sell due to regulations, policy, perhaps inner conflicts, uh, and the way, because this is how you can buy this unique uh, experience, right? With Shopify Markets. This is what Shopify Markets allow you to do. Okay, create this new or create this localized experience. So the settings that you can configure on the Shopify Markets, especially for this single approach store, the little knobs that you can configure is, well, first the currency and pricing. So international customers can see the price in the local currency, all right? And if you use Shopify payments, it automatically converts to the current market exchange rate. Which market exchange rates are? Those that are used by Google and the NGC, the New York Stock Exchange. Another configuration is a language. Okay, so you can now provide to international customers with a tailored uh, buying experience. Also, uh, the yeah, because I know I am memorizing this, and to me this is quite interesting, quite important. You may wonder why. Well, you want to know how you can solidify this? All right, by looking at the admin dashboard here. This is the way how you can solidify this. So going to the settings here, as well as the markets, okay, which is part of the options on the settings here, where exactly. So here you can configure is things like currency and pricing. So if you go here to this market, so currency and pricing, language, currency and pricing, language, uh, payment methods. So for example here, currency and language, currency and pricing, language, payments. Okay, uh, where so you can select which payment method the client can go with. All right. Here right now we only have is PayPal or credit card, right? Since this is a manual payment method, since this is a little more about payments, since this section here, the development store is a development store, yes, active the test payment provider. Let's say your payment provider to test mode. This is also something interesting, especially if you're in the development store, so you can test this kind of transaction and then now you can replicate that, all right, which is good and cool. So this is the things that the settings that you can configure in the Shopify markets. So you have his currency and prices, language, payment methods here in payments. Okay, so payment methods. So payment methods. So payment methods. Uh, uh, Domains. Okay. Again, this is broadly speaking. Domains. So, for example, here in domains here. Domains are not available in your current plan. In order to use this feature, you must upgrade your plan. Interesting. Okay. All right. So they only offer that once you pay for it for your plan. Okay. So domains. Okay. So you now can customize your uh, online store and localize that for those markets to build trust and organic traffic. Yeah, to build trust through organic traffic. So this is domains here. Okay, domains. Uh, and the other is taxes and duties. Things that I'm looking here, right? Tax and duties. So if I get in here, taxes, right? Taxes and duties. So by offering the client, so by offering is your customer as a merchant, all the fees and tax at the checkout, it increases the transparency and the trust in your business. So this is great because this is the configurations or the settings that you can configure in your Shopify market, right? This is the settings. Okay, so pricings in currency, domains, language, taxes, taxes and duties, as well as so I mentioned here as well as the accepted payments here, accepted payments here. So this is exactly all of the things that you can all or the settings that you can configure in the Shopify markets. Okay, but it's like that. So it's language, currency and pricing, duties and taxes, uh, payment. Right, you also can configure the shipping, payments and taxes. Right. So now that I know what are the things that I can configure with this, okay, then I look at the benefit of going with Shopify Markets. Okay, so two things. So you improve the customer experience, exactly, as well as you simplify operational uh, process. So this, okay, so improve the customer experience and trust by attract more visitor to so by attract so, so by attracting more visitors to your store through SEO, okay, or with international SEO, important here because it's not localized, it's international SEO. So you're telling those browsers, hey, you know what? This content I would like you to appear globally. Okay, so exactly because this is where the attention are in those engine, in those uh, in those search engine, right? So whether it is with so Google or Microsoft, Yahoo, but this is or even Baidu. So this is where the attention are. And because you want is to promote and sell your product, you need to find place uh, where you can find customers. So international SEO will help you to attract more clients. Okay, so international SEO will help you to attract more clients, and you can offer a customer, or you can offer a customized buying experience that will increase sales and conversion rates over time. It's not a guarantee, but if you provide a custom storefront for each audience, okay, so inside of your, which is something interesting. So inside of this market, you can offer a custom storefront for each audience. Okay, whether, for example, if you're selling apparel, so kids, women, and men, okay, for your audience, uh, and also it provide a trusty checkout experience. Why? Because by showing the customers all of these taxes, all right. So now it develop is developing. So those kind of practice develop is a trust in business, right? So this is just improving the customer experience and understand the mechanism of these benefits. Okay, after you know uh, which settings you can configure, right? Which is the domain, the currency and pricings, language, preferred payment methods, and taxes and duties. Okay, so the benefit of going with this particular approach is that it improves the customer experience. So by using international SEO to attract more clients and offer them a localized experience, and yeah, and offer them a localized experience to build trust and increase sales as well as customer retention. uh, that you can offer storefront to different audience, or to every audience. For example, if you're selling apparel to kids, women, and men, and providing a trustworthy checkout, meaning that here you're showing them all of the taxes and duty the customer need to pay. Okay, so all of these different things. Okay, and to the TLDR of all of this is you're going to improve. So by providing, or by aligning yourself with this international SEO, where the attention is, you will attract more clients, you will attract more users to your store by offering this a tailored solution, or a tailored buying experience to build trust, increase sales, and conversion rates, that each one of those uh, international markets can have particular audience that you can use storefront for that. So for example, if your selling is footwear, well, for women, men, and kids, right? And also you can include is the LGBT people as well. But for all of this audience, and for each of one of those audience, your offering also is a trustworthy checkout, meaning you're showing is all the uh, so uh, all the taxes and duty they must pay for. All right, this is one, and the other is you simplify business operations, because by abstracting all of this cross-border or selling complexity, and Shopify provide a customer support, as well as managing tools for liabilities and risk. And now you can control every market, meaning every group of countries or regions from one single admin. This is the benefit of using the Shopify market. Manage all of your markets, or manage every market from one single admin. So by extracting the complexity of the cross-border selling and provide to merchants management tools and risks, this will simplify the business operation. So you simplify the business operation by abstracting the complexity of uh, cross-border selling from merchants. So the Shopify platform actually dedicate that, the Shopify markets dedicate towards that. Okay, and also they provide management tools for liabilities and risk, and you can manage as a merchant all of these different markets. Okay, and when it comes to the customer experience, so you improve the customer experience by align yourself with the international SEO that will okay. So is this. So this is the international blah, 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 international sale. So by offering a customer experience, so another benefit of this is the improve. So it improves the customer experience. Why? Because by using the international SEO to attract more clients to your store and localize a unique buying experience with the local currency and language, it increases sales and trust, as well as you start to build your conversion rates base. So you can also offer these different storefronts to each one of those audience. For example, if you're a footwear company or apparel, okay, so you can offer this to different segments. In each one of those segments, you provide a trustworthy checkout, meaning that the client will now see all of the taxes and duties they must pay. So there is no hidden fees, allegedly, right? Allegedly. Okay. And this is also something interesting about the salespersons. Is that the salespersons, which is something that I recently resonating vastly, because it's a combination right now with software engineering as well as salespersons and marketing. Is that so? By recognizing this, okay. So by recognizing is this, uh, mhm, yeah. So by recognizing this, uh, and how all of these are tied up or connected, now you can have a broad understanding of what's going on, what you can offer, and what is the reason of offering this, and what is the problem it solves. You know, so what is the problem it solves? And this is very, very beautiful, I must say. This, my friend, is very, very, very beautiful because now you are combining is uh, different. You're combining is different areas, man. You're definitely combining different areas here. Yep. areas where you see now the different relationships, and you have now more broad perspective of what you're doing, and you don't end up developing anxiety or meaningless life or questioning about life. It's like you're starting to understand. And I think a lot of us, when we are younger, we want to do that. We want to engage. We want to understand. What is this? So why is this dog approaching to me? What is this thing? This thing is called dog. Why is this thing called dog is licking my face? That kind of thing, you know. So yeah. So yeah. All right. So the TLDR here of the Shopify Markets is it is a suite that it is a suite for cross-border selling tools to merchants so they can start sell globally from 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 a single admin. Sorry, from a single admin. Okay, and you may wonder, okay, but why do they need to go with Shopify Market? Because if you want to create a unique buying experience, this is one approach, the single store approach. And here you can create is different markets, or meaning different group of countries or regions where you can offer this localized experience. Uh, why you need to offer this localized experience? Well, because if you want to increase sales and make your business sustainable, as well as developing over time a, a customer base retention, or a customer retention base, uh, buyers' expectations are different in any markets, and they want to shop using their local language. Uh, yeah, they want to shop using their local language, currency, and their preferred payment method. So this is the entire reasoning why, for example, you offer this particular approach for merchants, the Shopify markets. So the uh, the things you can do for the things you can do in the Shopify market is creating markets. Okay, uh, so your primary market or your domestic market not necessarily need to be your domestic market, but any market that you receive the most source of income or revenue. Okay, so this is it. This is one. Second, other markets, all right, that they can go with, uh, or no markets that you don't work, or markets that you don't, yeah, market that you don't work with, and the settings that you can configuring in this Shopify markets, the little knobs that you can configure, much like when you go to an oven, you see all of these knobs. This is the configuration that allows you to use Shopify Markets. So is, well, currency and pricing, language, uh, yeah, currency and prices, language, domains, preferred method that the merchants can offer, and the customer can go with, as well as taxes and duties. So this knobs, all right, uh, using the Shopify markets allow you to offer and improve a customer experience, because now you will attract more clients, or you will attract more users to your online store with international SEO. So by offering them a localized experience that they can shop in their own currency and language with their preferred payment methods, it will increase sales, trust, and over time conversion rates base. So you can offer is, depending of your audience, different uh, storefronts, and each one of them a trustworthy checkout by telling them all the taxes and duty that they need to pay in order to receive your good and service. This is the beauty of this. But all right, all right, all right. And if you want to expand your reach, okay, uh, sell everywhere and expand with these features. And if you want to expand those reaches, so domain and SEO, local currency and prices, localized content and catalog, and checkout localization and market admin. This is the specific thing that you can do. Okay, so broadly speaking, or yeah, broadly speaking, Shopify Markets, the benefit of using Shopify Markets is that it will improve the customer experience as well as simplify business operation, because now you as a merchant, you don't have to deal with the cross-border selling uh, complexity. Also, there's a trade-off in that as a merchant, because now you're exchanging is freedom by security. All right, but in any case, that's another whole video, right? Shopify provides you management tool for risk and liabilities, and ultimately you can control and so you can manage all of your markets from one single admin. So specifically the domain and SEO, okay, so domain and subfolders, domain redirections, regional recommendations, local currency and prices, so currency conversions only in Shopify payments, product pricing by market, taxes, duty, or taxes including or excluded per market, draft orders, localized content and catalogs, so language translation, localized content and catalogs, so language translations, store content per market, published product per market. Mhm. So localized content and catalog. Yeah, so localized content, exactly. So localized content in catalog. So language translation. hmm So localized content in catalog. So language translation. Store content per market. That's right. So this is language content and catalog. Language. So localized content in catalogs. So language translation. Store content per market. Publish product per markets. Checkout localization, local payment methods, estimate duty and import taxes, and market admin. And also so you can support experience with apps. Again, this is now talking about the specifics of Shopify Market. Okay, after I talk about the Shopify Market uh, general configurations, okay, which is currency and prices, language, domains, accepted payments, taxes and duties, as well as the benefits of this, which is improve the customer experience. So you by attracting more users to your online store with international SEO and offering a localized experience in their local currency, language, you will increase sales, boost conversion rates base, and offering and be able to offer a storefront for each of those audience in those markets, as well as a trustworthy checkout because it shows all of the tax and duty that the client must pay in order to receive that. And if you want to expand that, all right, and the other benefit is uh, you simplifies the business operations, so you don't have to worry about the cross-border selling complexity. You delegate that to Shopify. Of course, there is a trade-off in there, right? Because you don't have to worry about that. But yeah, it's the old, uh, yeah, it's the old say in the old debate of security and freedom, right? So what are you willing to exchange and for what? Security and freedom, security and freedom. So despite that, okay, so you don't have to worry about that if you go with Shopify Markets, and also you can manage all of your liabilities and risks because they provide you tools to do that, and you can have full control of each market and see their performance. So if you want to now look more at the thing that you can do, or if you want to expand your business by using the domain and SEO, okay, if you want to sell everywhere and expand with these features, right? If you want to expand now more, uh, domain and SEO allow you to do that. So you can include domain and subdomains, as well as domain redirections and regional recommendations. This regional recommendation is once a particular user enter based on their IP, because a lot of countries and now business actually are targeting, because of course buyers expectations first are different in any markets and they want to shop using their own preferred methods. And this is also part of the ego, I will say. So they want to shop ego and ego and traditions, you know, uh, because after all, that's another interesting here because you can easily combine with the with psychology here, and other fields that are relevant to the social science, in order to sell more. There's nothing wrong about that. Honestly, I don't think anything wrong about that. What I can say is that the practice that you're gonna use, right? And after all, if you have DNI, social security number, or and you are over the legal age, 18 to 21, now, my friend, you are on your own. You are on your own. So the world doesn't own you and understand it. And this is something very, very painful to get it. So the world doesn't owe you an understanding. It is up to you to decide what is this and to try to make sense of this. Okay, so despite that, now coming back here, so this is the feature that you can expand here. Okay, but yeah, so this is the features that you can expand here, and uh, to sell everywhere, right? So domain and SEO, so you can configure is the particular domain as well as the subfolders, uh, domain redirections, and regional recommendation is when you show a pop-up and say, hey, you know what, you are navigating is someone, let's say you are in Mexico, okay, and you for some reason, getting into the US store. Hey, you are navigating into the US store. Would you like to go to Mexico? Hell no, a lot of Mexican will say. But in any case, but this is a regional recommendation, right? SEO and domain, local currencies and pricing, okay? So currency convention, product price per market, okay? Okay. Local currency and prices, so local conversion, currency conversion, product products pricing, yeah, product pricing by market, taxes including or excluded per market, right? Localized content in catalog is that published product per market, yeah, published product per market, store content per market, in language translation, okay? So domain and SEO, local currency and prices, language and catalog, checkout integrate or checkout localization, the same. So the customer can pay. So customers can pay on their local currency, but they prefer payment methods, and market admin. Okay, basically here, what we're doing is with market admin is you can personalize the market intelligence and consolidate report. Basically, basically here what it's doing is just repeat in a more specific way what are the settings that you can do. Uh, what are the settings that you can configure on the uh, SEO? What are the settings you can configure in the uh, Shopify markets, right? Okay, so domain and SEO, pricing, local currencies and pricings, uh, language and language content and catalogs. Yeah, language content and catalog, a checkout and market admin here. So this is the five things, okay? Much like, but this is now a specific that you can uh, do to expand your reach, and also support that with applications. So, for example, translate and adapt app. So let you to now translate your content manually, automatically, or per content or per product. So you can offer this tailored experience, which is great. And also it simplifies a lot of the complexity to translate a particular site to offer this tailored buying experience. So translate and adapt app is one of them. Translate and adapt app. Is here. Translate and adapt app. And yeah, translate and adapt app. Du- 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 du. Translate and adapt app. A geolocation app. Okay, in geolocation app. So geolocation allows this regional recommendation. Regional recommendation. Interesting. So translate and that app. So this is a way that you can easily, well, translate content manual or automatically using this application to support the localized experience as well as the geolocation app, which uh, it let merchants recommend the base country and language for their visitors. Very, very important. This is part of the features that you can uh, the features that you can use to expand your reach, right? Domain and SEO, so you can customize the domain as well as the subfolders. You can redirect your visitors or clients to a particular domain or regional recommendation. So, for example, with geolocation app, which this app allows you to uh, so this app allow merchants to choose the best country and language for visitors based on their browser's preference. This is a lot of jargon, but yeah, based on the browser's preference and location, meaning that they tracking the visitors' location. Yep. So based on the browser preference, based on the visitor browser's preference and location. So and then I look at the multiple stores here. Okay, so the TLDR of the Shopify Markets, right? Uh, which is something interesting. The TLDR of the Shopify Market is this is one approach. Okay, to make it more simple, the TLDR, TLDR. So the TLDR is that Shopify Market is one approach to cross to cross to cross border selling where merchants can localize can localize buying experience for international visitors and sell for international sell leads and customers to improve or to boost sales or to increase, I would like to use this, so to increase sales revenue and allow them to build trust, or while allow them to build exactly so while allow them to build trust and customer and in conversion will allow you to build trust, so will allow you to boost conversion rates based on trust. Will allow you to boost conversion rates Okay, so revenue will allow them to boost conversion rates and increase customer base for loyalty programs, mhm, based on trust transactions, based on successful transactions, based on successful transactions, meaning trust. So this is what Shopify Market actually is, right? So Shopify Market is one approach to is one of exactly. So Shopify Market is one approach to cross-border selling uh, by so Shopify Market is one approach of cross-border selling where merchants can localize buying experience for international sell leads uh, and customers, or by prospect, okay, prospect, okay, by prospect, sell leads and customers, okay, so by prospect, sell leads and customers to increase sales, revenue, to increase sales and revenue, to increase sales and revenue will allow them to boost conversion rates, will allow them to boost conversion rates will allow them to boost conversion rates and increase customer base for loyalty programs based on successful transactions, meaning trust. And this is something very, very powerful to understand here. So now if you're able to translate that to other, okay, meaning it's like, well, what is Shopify Markets? What is Shopify Market? Because after all, it's like that. It's like, tell me what is Shopify Markets. If you want to explain that to someone else remove a lot of jargon. Talk me straightforward, man. So Shopify Markets. Exactly. Shopify Market is one approach to cross-border selling where merchants uh Shopify Market is one approach to cross-border selling. Merchants can localize buying experience for international for international for international exactly. So merchants can localize buying experience or can customize buying experience for international visitors. So to increase sales and revenue, to increase sales and revenue, to increase sales revenue, boost conversion rates, increase customer base, to increase sales revenue, boost conversions rate, uh, customer base, based on successful transaction, meaning trust. But is this Shopify Market is one approach to cross-border selling. Merchant can customize buying experience for international visitors to increase sales conversions. So to increase sales revenue, conversion rates, customer base, and customer base based on successful transactions, meaning trust. This is it, my friend. This is it. This is it. Yep. Yep. Exactly. Shopify Markets. So this is the TLDR of it. So Shopify Markets, an approach to cross-border selling. An approach to cross-border selling. Merchants can customize. So merchants can customize buying experience to international visitors to increase sales revenue, customer conversion rates, customer base based on successful transactions, meaning trust. But that's what it is. It's about trust, my friend. It's about trust. But it's like that. But completely, man. It's like, interesting. Very, very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. So now you have an understanding of markets, especially the Shopify, from the Shopify perspective, okay, which is looking at the same teacup from different perspective. In this case, looking at the market from different perspectives. So Shopify is just one of those perspectives of the from the from the cup here. All right, and it's funny because Masones use that reference exactly. Masones use that reference completely. So so this is the entire overview of Shopify Markets. All right, which is very, very, very interesting. Okay, that was very, very, very interesting, by the way. I must say, very, very interesting. Okay, very, very, very interesting. And I prefer to use this, you know. What in the F is this? Okay, that's right. Here we go. So this is the TLDR of Shopify Market. So Shopify Market, an approach of cross-border selling, merchants can customize buying experience to international visitors to increase sales, to increase sales, revenue, conversion rates, customer base based on successful transaction, meaning trust. Okay, and then you want to know how you do that, how you can buy, how you can create this, how you can customize this buying experience. Buying experience. Okay, so how you can customize. Mhm. So, so merchants can tailor and customize buying experience for international visitors to increase sales, revenue, conversion rates, customer base based on successful transactions, meaning trust. This is the exchange, the currency exchange is trust. So what I'm exchanging here is trust. That's what happened. That's what I'm exchanging is trust. Very, very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. So you may wonder, okay, so how you can customize as a merchant this buying experience? Well, glad you asked. So by first defining is the market, primary, secondary, other markets, and markets that you don't sell, and then in each one of those markets, especially from the latter, but your primary or domestic markets or your other markets, you can configure setting in each one of those, which is currency and prices, language, domains, accepted payments, and taxes and duties. So, uh, if you want to expand more your reach, okay, so you can expand your reach by well, with features like domain and SEO, uh, language uh, content and catalogs, pricings and local currency, a trustworthy checkout, and a, in a single admin, you know, meaning an admin dashboard you can control all of this, which is one of the benefits of going with this particular approach. So the benefit of this approach is, well, you can improve the customer buying experience, and exactly you improve the customer buying experience, which is one. Okay, so you improve the customer buying experience. uh, so with international SEO, you can now attract more customers to your store, creating this unique buying experience for them, with the local currency and local pricings, and offer for each one of those audience in that market a storefront with contained and reliable and trustworthy checkout, meaning that it show all of the taxes and duty those customers needs to pay. And for the merchant side, by simplify all of the operational, you know, all of the business operations, so you don't have to worry about the cross-border selling, which is a trade-off, because this is the old debate on uh, liberties and security, But in any case, this is the trade-off, uh, by simplify things, in this case with cross-border selling, and also with tools that they provide Shopify to manage risk and liabilities, and you can have full control of every market you create and their performance, which is great. And also, you can enhance that with applications. So, for example, translation and adapt, which allow you to create localized or translation for your website automatically or manually, as well as the geolocation, which is part of the product recommendation or regional recommendation. So you tell your customers, hey, would you like to go to your uh, particular, or would you like to go to your store that you are familiar with based on your language and currency, and also your browser preference, okay? Meaning that they are tracking to you, but that's another discussion. But with this, okay, all right, okay, okay, cool, cool. So the features that you can use to expand your reach are domain and SEO, uh, language, content and catalogs, currency and prices, a trustworthy checkout, and admin panel. So this is great. This is very, very great, and this is awesome that I was able to summarize this in few words. Okay, now it is time to look at multiple stores. So some merchants require additional flexibility and customization control for their international selling strategy. Very, very important that you mention this. Okay, and this is, I will argue for, this is for established, or for mature business. So, multiple stores. So, some merchants require additional flexibility and customization control for their international selling. Again, additional flexibility and customization control. So, much more fine control about this. For this case, merchants will open and operate additional store on Shopify that complement the main store, which is part of the universe, the ecosystem. Shopify Plus provide up to 9 complementary Shopify store for additional merchants. This is interesting because this is Shopify Plus. So Shopify Plus provide up to 9 complimentary additional store for merchants who wants to use a multiple store approach to sell in different currency. Additional stores are called extension stores in the Shopify Plus agreement. A multi-store strategy involves signing up for separate instances of Shopify with distinct admin configured settings to operate in different currency and language. This approach gives merchants a lot of control and internationality over how they build their business to sell in different markets. For example, operate separate product catalogs that only offer inventory to specific regions. Build, locate, and translate themes that are hyper personalized to regions. So operate separate product catalogs that only offer inventory to specific regions. Build, locate, and translate themes that are hyper personalized to a region. However, this approach also comes with challenges. So this is the particular approach here. Okay, and they don't. Okay, as a Shopify partner, interested as a Shopify partner, you don't work with multiple store because this is for Shopify Plus feature. That's one of the reasons that uh they just barely go over this. They jump over it. Like yeah, whatever. However, this approach also comes with some blah blah blah. Again, multiple stores. Some merchants require additional flexibility and customization control for their international selling strategy. Exactly. So if you have much more full control and flexibility for your store, merchants may use this approach, multiple store. Okay, so let me write this, which is this. So how Shopify here? This is a multiple store. So multiple store. So multiple store here. In fact, Shopify Markets, and there you go. Single store and multiple store. There's a pain point. As well as multiple store. And then here you have is Shopify Markets. How do you create all of this? And then multiple store here. So if merchants require more flexibility and customization, mhm, or if merchants require additional flexibility and customization for their international selling strategy, okay, multiple choice, multiple store is the way to go. Multiple stores are the way to go. But exactly, it's for those merchants or businesses. Okay, if businesses, if a business, if a business require additional flexibility and control, additional flexibility and customization for the international selling strategy, multiple stores are the way to go. And for this case, merchants will open and operate additional store on Shopify that complement their main store. Exactly. So merchants here or business, exactly. So merchants will open several stores or will open and manage, will open and operates, will open and operate additional Shopify store or additional stores, right? Because this is the country. Additional stores that complement the main one. Okay, but that's what it is. So they will open additional stores. So they will open and operate additional store based on their international selling strategy that involves in more flexibility and customization. So Shopify Plus provide up to 9 complementary additional store. Interesting. So Shopify Plus offer additional 9 complementary store or provides 9 exactly. Shopify Plus offers 9 additional stores for merchants to choose this approach. Additional stores are called expansion store. Exactly. So additional stores are called expansion store. So multi-strategy involves signing up for separate instances. So this approach gives merchants a lot of control and intentionality over how they build their business to sell in different markets. For example, operate separate product catalog that only offer inventory to a specific region. Interested? And build localized and yes. Build located and translate themes that are hyper personalized to a region. However, this approach comes with a lot of challenges. If an inventory is shared, exactly. If an inventory is shared between markets, quantity needs to be kept in sync across stores. If you need to update a content in one theme, that change has to happen manually in every store. Apps need to be installed and paid for individual in each store. So you have pricings, customizations, manual customizations, and manual sync inventory. Okay, so this is a challenge. Manual sync inventory, manual customization, or manual updates across theme and more price. Meaning that you need to hire a dedicated person for that manage that region. Holy F. That manage that region. So with that, that'll be all for this video. Take care. Bye bye.